All right, let's verify that the secant of theta times the cosecant of theta minus cotangent of theta times cosine of theta is equal to tangent of theta. Here we go. First thing I'm going to do is turn both sides in terms of sines and cosines. So I know this is 1 over cosine of theta times 1 over sine of theta minus cosine of theta over sine theta times the cosine of theta. And this should be equal to tangent of theta. All right, and I am going to go ahead and put everything together here. I'm going to multiply this in, so I would have 1 over cosine of theta, and I'm just multiplying this in, sine theta minus, if I multiply this in over here to the second term, the cosines are going to cancel out, right? So I would just have 1 over sine of theta times cosine of theta. All right. And again, this is supposed to equal to tangent of theta. Up here, guys, I know this is sine of theta times cosine of theta. It's just going to be cosine of theta over sine. So I can just rewrite this fraction as cosine of theta over sine theta. And then I'll have minus 1 over cosine of theta sine theta. On the left side, the only thing I can do is try to make this one fraction again. And if I make this one fraction, the common denominator is cosine theta sine theta. And that means that I need to multiply this fraction by a cosine of theta to have that in the denominator. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply both numerator and denominator by the cosine of theta. Okay, once I do that, I end up with 1 minus, and the numerator over here would be cosine squared of theta. Okay, again, this is equal to tangent. We're trying to get it equal to tangent. Now, cosine squared of theta, 1 minus cosine squared of theta, remember our Pythagorean identity. That is just sine squared theta. So I'm going to plug in sine squared of theta for all of this junk, substituting it from our Pythagorean identity. So I would end up with the sine squared of theta over cosine of theta sine theta is equal to tangent. And I'm going to go ahead now and put tangent in terms of sines and cosine. And I know that's just sine of theta over cosine of theta. Now, if I look to the left, one of these signs are going to cancel out. So one of the signs goes away. And so I just end up on the right, sine of theta over cosine of theta and sine of theta over cosine of theta. This verifies.